It's a beautiful day to blaze some good. A beautiful day to blaze some good. Would you be kind? Please light mine.
Well, I'd better put my gloves on. I don't want to burn my head.
USA Dispatch says the scene in Jerusalem has Jewish anatopods packed in the center of the city. It remains to be seen whether a threatened full-scale war will materialize.
Society control grid they're putting in, the destruction of the Bill of Rights and Constitution in America, the disarmament of the people, the end of national sovereignty, militarization of police, and yes, the concentration camps that are a fact, not rumor, but fact.
The age will make a difference. There's a lot to do here. There's a lot of people who need help. We're looking at over 12 million people all across the Horn of Africa who are in desperate need of food, water, shelter, and medication. So any help welcome.
Total enslavement. There's a World Bank. There's a World Court. You don't have juries. You can't face your accusers. There's no room for freedom. Total enslavement. There's no room for freedom. There's a World Bank. There's a World Court. You don't have juries. You can't face your accusers. Total enslavement. There's no room for freedom. Total enslavement.
Police officer shot a 10-year-old boy with...
Well, hello. Wow. Yeah, it's just a little bit fried. Caught myself making a batch of sour gummies and testing it out, so I am baked. And it's funny because just as I turned on this, the cast, that's when it starts to kick in. So I'm sitting there like, whoa, wait a minute. Am I supposed to say something? Am I supposed to listen? What the hell are we doing? And it's just like, bam, this is right as I mean, I'm looking at myself. I'm looking dopey as fuck. It's not that I'm dopey. I'm just, that shit's kicking in. I don't know. That last song I played, that was something I did like a few years ago. Yeah, I mean, quite a few years ago, and it feels like we're kind of there. You know, people getting locked up for crazy shit. You know, a lot of crazy shit going on. You know, seems like it's almost we're definitely at a crossroad in history, because I mean, all nasally and shit, but you know, as you can see, all of the different disasters and different you know, conflicts going on in the world. There isn't a place in this world, except maybe like a few places that are untouched and that you can go and there be actually peace. There's shit going on everywhere. I mean, here in Florida, back to back to back to back. You know what I'm saying? Devastating hurricanes, year after year after year after year after year after year. Then that same sort of excuse me. Whatever. Yeah, so then, you know, if Carolina doesn't always get hit, you know, on a yearly basis with hurricanes, but they got hit with a doozy, and that shit is still affecting them. You know, I seen news report that some of the people, you know, about to be evacuated. No, not even evacuated. I wish that was that's. I mean, but you know, they're evicted from their, you know, the rental they had through the hotel because of the contract with FEMA's ending. Right in the middle of winter, people just be like, "Yo, got to get out your warm, stable, comfortable dwelling." You know. Then you go all the way over to California, where it's just burning down, like whole areas just look like it's been just wiped out. So it's even weird because it's a similar scene, you know, between, you know, here in Florida and in California. Only different ways they got there, because here in Florida it was water and wind and shit like that. There is wind and fire, but we all sharing the devastation. Carolinas, Cali, you know, Texas has definitely been hit in the last few years. I mean, the shit that was bugged out with Texas is when they was hit with the snow. That was a motherfucker. I mean, you've never been in snow before. That's a dubious position to be in. I remember, you know, I haven't been up north in mad years. Like last time I was in New York, I was like 21, maybe 22 at the latest. So then I went there last year. And this is like, now I'm 47. All I had was just a bunch of layers. You know, a heavy shirt, heavy sweater, heavy jacket, you know, a couple of them. You know, a hoodie. Man, I got off the plane in New York, and that, you know, so that weather was like, fuck your layers. Your layers what? And I was cold in a bitch. Got sick and everything. So you can just imagine, you live in a place where you're not used to buying that kind, like the kind of stuff you need to live to survive in that environment. And you don't even know what kind of like intestinal fortitude, because of this shit. I remember shit, New York. You're a kid. You have to get up every day to go to school, and it's like it's just a chore. You got to get up, and you're tired, and you're like, you're fighting, wanting to go back to sleep, and then you get up and you eat, and then you're rushing to get out of bed, and basically get ready to go to school, and then the journey to school and shit like that. Imagine having to do all of that, and then your journey to school is through the snow. And we walked through the snow. I couldn't do that now. I'm not. I was fucked to just a little bit of time I was up there. It was like a week, if that. And it wasn't like it was cold, but it wasn't like deep when it was snowing. Nah, son. I mean, I love where I used to be, where I used to be. I love where I had lived before. But it's not even the same place. But still will go back. I mean, I think just for the sake of weed culture, gotta go to New York. Obviously Cali's another place. That's definitely on the pilgrimage. You gotta go to Cali, the Netherlands. Now New York. Especially if you previously from there and you what I'm saying, you a smoker, bro. I'm telling you. I didn't get to go and parlay too much in it, but they got like mad dispensaries. You could just walk up and be like, yo, let me get X, Y, and Z. And then you could walk out rolling it, walking down the street just in New York. They was beating people's shit up. Even if you had like a whiff of some weed, you was getting your wig split. I'm telling you, we just walking down the street, motherfuckers just. I remember vividly going to IHOP right in the middle of Manhattan. We walked in, we was eating. And I seen the cook. It was like the cook and I think it was a couple of cooks, and I guess it was at a homeboy or whatever came up and was chilling. So as we were walking out and we were leaving, it was me, my mom, my cousin. You know what I'm saying? Cats was like right out front, just chilling, but they was in a cipher, just like yo. It's like the 70s, 70s. This 70s show style circle, basically. I'm going on Riri over here. So, I mean, I would definitely go back to New York for that. But it ain't the same for sure as it was before. So, circling back to Texas, that's mad wild because snow just. Now, here's the kicker, because now you get to California, and it's like the same. It's the same wind. Where the hell all this wind come from? And why at this time? Why did it wait? Why did it wait for there to be like wildfire, for it to be windy? I don't get that one. But now, of course, they always want to blame the stuff on this is global warming. People need to do less and have a smaller footprint. I mean, we as individuals can only do but so much. But the pollution coming from these factories that are not necessary, that does a whole hell of a lot, I mean, there's certain countries in this world where, the pollution is just ridiculous. It's on another level, and it's like they don't even give a fuck. I mean, hell, and even this one, with all of the if you think about it, like oil spills in the ocean. Man, they did a lot of destruction with that. I just don't. I don't understand the point of all the destruction. But now you take that pollution and you couple it with, let's face it, they doing a lot of this. What they call it, cloud seeding, is that the conspiratorial term for it is chemtrailing. But they admit it. It's basically, they're seeding artificial clouds. Why? I mean, I don't understand what that is. Or I mean, I understand what it is. It's seeding a cloud. I mean, what is it? What makes it expand? Because what it is they have these lines of chemicals that they shoot through the sky in patterns, and with these patterns, they eventually start to form clouds because they come together. I don't understand why they're doing that. They didn't do that in the 80s, early 90s. What's so different now that we need that shit? That's mad wild. So you couple that with atmospheric changes in this world, of course you're gonna get it's a. But I just think there's some crazy things going on because, again, like I said, why is it okay? So they had wildfires before in California. But the wind, shit. I was watching this podcast where these people, it's the 5150 podcast, as a matter of fact, you can check it out. They're right there in California, and shit, they had to cut it early because, in fact, you can hear like the wind was hitting the actual, like, debris, being thrown around by the wind. You could hear it. You could hear the sirens from the fire engines and shit. They were very close during the whole show about the, they were very close to the fire, and they were talking about the whole show. So they just said, fuck it. They had to bounce because the fire got too close. So then there's the other layer to this now is there's no infrastructure for anything. I mean, they say they blame it on DEI, they blame it on the Republicans, they blame it on the Democrats. They blame it on us. It's somehow somehow. But I do blame it on us as a whole. I definitely blame it us as a whole, because what we as a country prioritize has led to no infrastructure to be able to battle these things. I mean, there's no infrastructure anywhere. And how we the way we say these things are okay is just by the fact that they say every 4 years there's a vote for a president, and everybody eagerly gets in line. They fight for their team. Get out and vote. Get out and big government is bad, and the corporations are good, and my president candidate is better than yours, and if you don't like it, I'm going to kill you or maim you or beat you because my candidate, my religion is better than yours. My money makes me better than you. And all this devastation. I mean, we got lucky here in Florida. I mean, we had like three at the max. And I'm being very, and that's exaggerating actually, because it wasn't. I mean, 2-3 days at the most, but I'm saying maybe 4, just to seem more extreme. no electricity. But that's because we're on the outskirts of Tampa. We're outside. And somehow the trajectory, the trajectory put the main part of the storm and all the most of the devastation, heavily in Tampa. I hadn't even got a chance to write on Tampa since that happened. So, but there's no infrastructure anywhere to be able to battle all of the problems and all of the challenges coming up with that. All it went to is bombs. That's it. Man, I am fried. I guess you kind of got to be. I mean, because the future of this world has been basically all put in the bombs. And we allowed to happen. So I guess there's really no reason to complain. So much devastation. And you got to look in Europe, too. Same thing over there. Floodings in Spain, Spain. Floodings in Spain. What the? Speak. Yeah, I know I'm fried, but I'm a functional weed head. I can function baked in the mother. And I am baked. I am baked. I am baked. Man. Big old floods in Spain. There's no telling. There's a lot of shit that's going on that we don't even know about. There was that attack in Germany. The same kind of style that happened here in Louisiana. I mean, that isn't New Orleans. Yeah, well, New Orleans. Man. Like Joey Swole, we need to do better. I'm with that. Yeah, I'm trying to work on getting these gummies going. Like my regular gummies I made, but working out a new recipe. Kind of messed it up a little bit. I don't know what the hell that's about, but I know the mix of, my medium, to carry the essence, the goodness. That was, that was successful, but I turned around to call myself because, you want to dry them out and get them nice and hard because it's sour candy, sour gummies. So I call myself putting them in a dehydrator, too hot. They melted. Oh well, motherfuckers had to get some flat ass gummies. They do the trick though. They mad sour, and you get so. But the one that hurts the most is the Big Bears. I did because I got this big fat gummy. Anyway. don't know. I guess I could still sort of like, I don't know. I can go ahead and dwell on some more of this morose fucking morose. Fuck am I? I don't know. It's just wild. I mean, there's more. There's more. There's mad more. I could just keep going on and keep going on. So yeah. The day is long. The sun is hot. Might as well smoke if you got some pot.